workers access to unions and penalize employees that try to stop union organizing, as Anita was saying. We must expand union representation for all workers, particularly women and people of color. Thrive ensures that millions of new clean energy jobs, existing low-wage jobs, and frontline jobs become the family-supporting jobs that everyone deserves. The next person we have coming up is Rhode Island State Rep David Morales.
Now, brothers, sisters, and non-binary family, as we begin to take the first of many steps to recover from the COVID-19 pandemic, from the impact it has had on our public health, to our local economies, it is absolutely necessary that all forms of government, federal, state, and local, use this recovery period as an opportunity to finally invest in our communities that have been disproportionately affected, and that is primarily working class people and communities of color. And we need to be clear. We need to be clear that we cannot settle for Band-Aid solutions or short-term solutions and fixes. Instead, we need sustainable solutions that are actually going to lift our people up and put us in an even stronger economic position than we were in prior to the pandemic. Because for too long, our people have been on the front lines working and earning starvation wages while monopolies and big businesses continue to get wealthier. To do this, we specifically need to invest in the creation of well-paying unionized jobs that allow all of people to earn the livable wages, the decent benefits, and the protections that they can receive from being a part of a labor union. And to do this, we cannot and must not resort to the status quo of depending on out-of-state developers and large corporations that promise us that they're going to create well-paying jobs, and as soon as they get that tax credit or they get that tax break, the jobs are nowhere to be found. And that has happened for too long in our urban core. And again, who does it disproportionately affect? Communities of color, working class people, and poor people looking for an opportunity. So no longer will we allow our government to be dependent on these lies from large developers and corporations who are going to tell us everything we want to hear for the sake of their own profit. Instead, we must focus on creating jobs and ethical contracting opportunities to address the necessary improvements that exist in all of our communities. Because there is a lot of work to do, from retrofitting water pipes in all of our public schools, to expanding renewable energy infrastructure, to further supporting our local farms and agricultural opportunities. There is not a shortage of work that needs to be done here in the state of Rhode Island and the New England region. But we need to be clear that this will not be possible if our governments are not willing to make these investments through the budget or through public policy. After all, it is the decisions and or lack of decisions from the government that affects our quality of life and affects the outcome of our youth and our children and their quality of life, especially when we look at an area like the south side of Providence, where they have over 11% in terms of asthma rates, and kids are being born to think that polluted air is normal. But this is why we're here today. It is time that we begin adopting community-led, grassroots solutions if we want a sustainable future for our state. A future where everyone has the opportunity to earn a livable wage. A future where workers are protected, are guaranteed protection by the unions that represent them. A future where we are actively addressing and combating climate change, and the future where our state has a vibrant economy and modernized infrastructure for everyone. That includes free public transportation. And this is exactly what the Thrive agenda is all about, because from the federal level down to the local level, we are going to organize alongside our neighbors, community groups, and youth activists to make this our reality.
That's right.
Keep us accountable up there. Please keep us accountable.
Time to